Before the break, our reporter Evodia Moleleki was speaking to us about crime in Johannesburg when she and her crew were accosted. She's moved to a safer area. Let's get an update from her. Evodia, we're worried about you. Are you okay?
Yes, we are safe. We've managed to leave the area, but we are told that some of those people that were trying to fight with us were some of the people that had spoken to this lady that we're about to interview about her husband when her husband was found hanging on the gate where we were standing. Now, those people felt that we shouldn't be there and they didn't want her there, but she was telling us a little earlier that these people were constantly speaking to her after the murder. Ma'am, perhaps just give us a more clarity in terms of maybe firstly, how are you feeling?
Well, right now I'm feeling very disappointed. I'm very angry. Still asking myself, why did they perform the way they performed? I mean, like, really, they know me, and they were actually supposed to support me on this, you know, wanting the same thing that I want, justice for my man. But I mean, for them to perform the way they were performing, I find it very, I don't know what to say, but I'm actually angry about it.
Tell us briefly what happened to your husband and how do those people that were trying to stop us from talking, how are they linked to all of this?
Well, I can't really say how they're linked to anything, but the way they're performing, it's making me ask questions. But why? Why perform that way?
What happened to your husband, ma'am?
Well, he got killed and he got hanged at the gate. And I found him in the morning around 5:45. The police told me to come and identify his body, and it was him on the gate. So for them to perform, I don't understand, because like one of them were always telling me that, you know, he might know what happened, and you know, but now for them to go the way he goes on now, I don't understand why he did that. Yeah.
And of course, with your husband passing, how has this affected you, and has there been any justice served?
Well, it's affected me in a very... I've got a lot of anger, I've got a lot of hatred, and I don't think I'm going to ever forgive them for what they've done. Right now, I'm struggling with my son right now because he was the provider. He was there to help us when we needed things like support the child, when he could support the child. But now I'm on my own, so I can't even like literally pay the school fees for my son. Food-wise as well, we're struggling. It's very bad. Even like right now, I'm like living on the grant money. I haven't got a job. I haven't found a job. I'm struggling getting a job as well, so it's not easy for me at all.
And what are the police saying with regards to the case, ma'am?
Beg your pardon?
What are the police saying with regards to the case?
Well, they said they've got nothing. They haven't found anything. And I asked them why there was a footage involved. Where is the footage gone to? That's what I want to know. Why is the footage gone just like that? Because there was a footage involved from the guest house and the corner Grafton and Yo Street. There was a footage involved. So now I don't know where the footage has gone. So the police, I just had given up, and I said to myself, I don't know, but I do want justice for my man. No matter what, I do want justice.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. Well, the lady just speaking to us about what happened to her. So she lost her husband. She says the husband was found hanging on the gate. And some of the people that were having a bit of an altercation with us were some of the people that had spoken to her and had even given her some information with regards to the relationship with the husband, as well as just down the road from where we were, there was a footage, she says, that was on the camera, but none of that was used. She says she wants justice for her husband, and her case still stays in limbo at this point.
Evodia, what was actually, just before we wrap up, what was actually happening to you? We just saw a crowd sort of surrounding you and your camera person.
All right, so basically behind us where we were standing was a house. In that house, that was the gate where this lady's husband was found hanging, and she was then told that she says she was told that her husband had committed suicide, which she says was not true because she saw also stab wounds on him. Now, where we were standing is where they used to live, but we were right on the road. The people that came out were some of the people that came to speak to the lady a while back when the incident occurred. So when we were shooting, they said that they did not want us there. They did not want us to speak to the lady, and that it wasn't our concerns for us to be there. So then they came to us saying that they want us to pack and leave, and we will not carry on with the broadcast. That's when they then blocked the camera. The one guy was on the right-hand side trying to attack the camera person, while the two ladies and other crowds that came out of the house came to me, and that's when they were saying that we should not broadcast. They then after that tried to fight with the lady as well as a CPF member that we were with, and they were trying to fight with us. Then more people came out. They said to us that we must leave, but they were also blocking us from leaving, which became an issue. But some of the residents came out as well and tried to just sort of stop everything that was happening. But most of the guys there were saying that we shouldn't be there. We don't have the permission to be around the house. And we told them that we were shooting on the road. We were on the street, and they said that that was their parts and we don't have a right to be there. And so they were basically chasing us away.
All right. Nqobile, thank you so much for being there in Joburg in his CBD for us. And as you saw, we're doing a special today on crime, and our reporter and camera person get threatened. Unbelievable.